I am not demure. I am depressed. I am not mindful. I am mentally unstable. I am not cute. I am crippled with anxiety.
Kinda cute though.
Good morning, everyone. This is episode 3. Today we're on Oasis, and I recorded all this yesterday. I basically had a bunch of kids yesterday. Had to do a bunch of running around, cleaning the house. They wrecked the house again in one day, but that's normal behavior from kids. But other than that, this game actually went pretty okay. I did a couple of fumbles when it comes to the FFAR in the beginning, but I ended up switching at some point. But I do love this. I do love that color scheme on the Templar. I'm not a fan of the Max Templar. I don't like the sword, but the sword always throws off the color scheme of everything. And there's no real good backpacks out there for characters. Only on some it looks okay on and stuff like that. But this was like second match of the day, third match. I want to say second. No, this was second match because I did like a free for all before this. So, but generally, the times I do have to play are the times I could actually record and sit down and do something like this. So, and I've come to consider that I need to just get a new phone. My thing overheats way too much. Or not overheats, but it just doesn't go on optimal when it needs to. I changed all my HUD and everything else the other day too, so I finally gotten used to it, at least to how everything is now situated. We ended up doing pretty good on this map. I think I did second place, if I remember correctly. And I cannot wait for the Mythic Tundra to come out. Like, I cannot freaking wait. How about comment down below if you're looking forward to it, or even if you're going to spend the money, because even with the USS that came out or whatever, I kind of wanted it. Don't get me wrong, I like the color scheme. Oh, this one's gonna be good 3-4 kill combo. You like this, but anyways, I couldn't bring myself to spend the money for it, for at least the Mythic, because they do this every time, you know. We all know this by now, especially as Call of Duty Mobile and just Call of Duty in general. They'll hike up a gun, make it meta, release the Mythic for it, then nerf it later, making it not really as viable, just to bring a new gun with the new Mythic, where we kind of feel like we need to have in order for us to get the red dot sight. Because that's generally what the Mythics are. It's just red dot sights. You're paying the money for a fucking red dot sight, but an extra attachment and for prettiness. So I know I'm just basically throwing money at the wall and wasting it. I'm okay with though. It makes me happy. But beside that though, I haven't done that in a while though. Because I mean, the last big purchase I did on this game was like $60 for the gauntlets, and that was about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. And before that, I got the BP50. That was the last thing I got, was the BP50, and I regret that thing. Freaking, I hate the BP50. But at the time, I was more into the meta, so I honestly think the BP50 meta was worse than this one currently. At least there are some guns I can at least do okay and stay sustained with the USS, but when it comes to at least last meta, yeah, that wasn't happening. Like, nothing was beating the BP50, and not even close. Like, the Growl was maybe the only thing that was coming close to it, and even then it wasn't really doing much. So, but with this one, 18 kills, 9 deaths, 2 assists. Towards the end, I ended up doing, I believe, like 18 push-ups, 9 deaths. 18 push-ups, 9 bicep curls or behind the head curls, and then 2, I did way more than 2, but I did one more set of crunches, if I remember right. But all the workouts are towards the end. With this challenge, at least this time, I kind of went a little bit harder than what the numbers actually are for my kill, deaths, assists. And that's because I just I'm trying to push it a little bit more when it comes to just getting, more muscular tone in a way. So, but this match was pretty hard, and I'm glad the ex-Caesar guy was back on our team, because it was one match like 3 days ago, I was on the same team as him, and it was that game that we should have won on Combine, where I DC'd. I'm still upset. I still remember this shit. Still upset about it. But I'm glad we got the match with him again, because this one we actually everything was going good, everything fine. I mean, besides my dog shit, play, but hey, not here nor there. Anyways, with this match going on though, I decided to just go with the Growl, because the other person on the other team was just wrecking me with the Growl. And I love my Growl. It's my favorite gun of all of them. Even over the DLQ, realistically. And I love the DLQ. It's my favorite gun. I mean, not my favorite gun, but at least my favorite model. But when it comes to just how a Mythic feels, inspection, and everything else, Growl is... I can't believe I'm saying that. The Growl and the QQ9. Mainly the Growl, though. Just, it's so satisfying. But it's not that strong at the moment. The minute, the USS gets introduced on the enemy team. So, or the Odin. I do like, that's the one Mythic I need to get is the Odin, because I do love the Odin. It's it's like number 2, number 3 of my favorite guns. No, actually, I would say number 3, because QQ9 is number 2. QQ9 is number 2. Growl is number 1. QQ9 is number 2. And number 3 is definitely would have to be, crap. That's right. My ranking is Growl, QQ9, and then DLQ. Because I do love the DLQ. I don't know. It's not my thing all the time. And it's not something I'm always willing to play with. Sometimes I like to go back to like regular snipers. Because if I had to pick my favorite DLQ skin, that's all. But the barrel, you change it, it doesn't stay the same chroma color, unfortunately. So it's one of the useless skin color. And I'm surprised not much people are using the RC car, the explosive RC car, because yesterday, towards the other night, I finally was using it in the right now, and they were doing wonderful. I was very surprised. Like, normally, the other times I've tried it before in the past, they've just constantly gotten shot way too fast and, gotten destroyed or whatever, but I'm not sure if they buffed it recently or if I'm just, finally able to use it properly or utilize it better. But it is definitely a kill streak I'm going to try to keep using. Because surprisingly, it makes them, and if you think about it too, it makes them reprioritize more than anything. It has more health than the RC shot car. I'm actually kind of curious about that now. I'll have to go look at that later. See if the RC shot car has more health than the explosive car. But that would make less sense. I would think the explosives would have more health. And it makes more sense because it's more of a... No, they should have both. They both should have the same amount. They're both similar score streaks. Okay, no. I disagree because one you control, the other one you can't. So it makes more sense to have one that has more health that you can control. These players probably ain't going to do that well with it in the beginning. Trying to get used to the score streak. As for RC shot car, you kind of just follow it like a dog. Like you want to pet that dog, but it shoots electricity and stun lock someone. But yeah, so this match I needed to position myself a lot better. I was trying to get more spawns than anything and just trying to anchor. And I kind of I did kind of fail on that. I was way too in the open, in the middle, way too many times. But I'm happy that at least I was able to make up the W to that Caesar guy compared to last time. But here's the results: 19, 20, and 8. So with this first one, this is for the first match. These workouts at least are for the first match, and then the rest going after that, after the third workout. That's when after that is for the second match. But go ahead and if you guys want to just follow along, either rep by rep, because I don't really do sets. I kind of just do explosions until my muscles kind of just give out a little bit. Not to the degree where it's dangerous, but to a certain point where I can at least feel the burn and it hurts a little bit for at least an hour. Yeah, about an hour or two. So I understand my body pretty well at this point. So just after years of, abusing it. Anyways, though, thank you for watching so far. And if you want to keep, working out, at least to achieve what you want, like I'm doing right here, and go ahead and follow along. Thank you very much. Love all y'all, and hopefully all you are being safe out there. Have a beautiful day. And yeah, the main thing I'm proud of is the shoulders. I mean, that's thanks to construction, being the labor mule. All right. Anyways, peace.